Hey guys, I'm at my house just like you are with this quarantine thing. Just kind of checking out the outside, trying to get outdoors a little bit more than usual. One of the good things about our house is that we have, like, this is my house right here. And then on this side, we don't have any neighbors. We've got these woods. And so I can take walks out in the woods. And so I'm gonna take a walk out. And this is my Narnia kind of path right here that sometimes I take. And I step through here and I get into these woods that are sometimes inhabited by deer and sometimes not. This is also where we bury our Christmas trees, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about hiking in the woods. If I see a snake, you guys are gonna see me scream. You never know what you're gonna find in the woods. This is interesting. One time I was walking in the woods and it had just rained, and I was walking really fast and I wasn't paying attention to where I was going, and I stepped in this mud puddle, and I was going so fast I didn't realize at the time that I had stepped in the mud puddle, and I kept going, and so like my foot got stuck in the mud, and I pulled my foot out of the mud, but I didn't realize that my shoe stuck in the mud, and so I kept going, and the next step was the step whenever my sock got stuck in the mud, and I really felt the fact that I was stuck in the mud. And a lot of us right now, I think we feel like maybe we're stuck at home, we're stuck with school, we have no real like motivation probably to do much. We're kind of just stuck because of this quarantine thing. And I think that like it's easy to be stuck. It's easy to feel stuck. It's easy to feel like things aren't going the way that you want them to. Ow! I feel like the Easter story talks to us a little bit about being stuck, right? We were stuck in our sin, we were stuck in our condition, we were stuck in the way that we were, but God reached out to us even though we were kind of stuck and there was no way out. I kind of feel that way right now. Like, I'm stuck, I have no way out in a few situations that I'm living in. And I was coming across a psalm that spoke to that, and I wanted to share it with you guys this week. It says, "I waited patiently for the Lord to help me, and he turned to me and he heard my cry. He lifted me out of the pit of despair, out of the mud and the mire." Kind of like the way that my feet were stuck in the mud whenever I was walking through the trail whenever I was a kid. I needed somebody to help me out, because once I got stuck, I had kind of fallen, and then my shoe was far away from where I actually was, so I needed someone to help me out of the mud and the mire. And this psalm says that I waited patiently for the Lord to help me. That's what we do. That's how, whenever we're stuck, we don't just like sit there and just don't do anything, but we turn to him and we ask for his help. It says that he turns to us, he hears our cry, he lifts me out of the pit of despair, out of the mud and mire. He sets my feet on solid ground and steadies me as I walk along. He's given me a new song to sing, a hymn of praise to our God, just like those birds are chirping right now. I don't know if you can hear it, but they have a song to sing of praise to God, because God provides for them, God provides for me, God provides for you. He's given us a new song to sing. Many will see what he has done and be amazed. And so as I think about Easter, and I think about the way that we're celebrating it this year, and the way that we feel stuck, I think about the way that those disciples, Jesus' disciples, had to have felt that first Sunday that Jesus rose, the first day of the week, whenever they went and they thought Jesus had been crucified and there was no hope for them. They felt stuck. They felt alone. Probably like some of us feel right now. We feel stuck. We don't know what to do. We feel alone. We don't know what to do. We're bored. But Jesus is waiting to hear our cry so that he can turn to us. Verse 4 of Psalm 40 says, "Oh, the joys of those who trust the Lord, who have no confidence in the proud or in those who worship idols. O Lord, you have performed many wonders for us. Your plans are too numerous to list. You have no equal." Isn't that so cool? God does so many things for us. He has no equal. He's ready to hear our cry, to lift us up out of where we feel stuck. So all I want to encourage you with today is that psalm, that God lifts us out of the mire. Jesus has been raised again. Jesus has given us hope. Jesus has given us everything we need. All we have to do is turn to him. So wherever you feel stuck right now, I want you to think about that. Where are you stuck? Like, are you stuck because you're bored and you don't have anything to do? Are you stuck because maybe you don't understand something in school? Are you stuck because maybe you're like, what in the world is going on? I have no idea. Whatever it is that you're stuck in, I want to encourage you to call out to Jesus, because Jesus can get you unstuck. Jesus can give you the answers. So watch out for the mud. Don't get stuck in it. Keep going, keep walking. We're gonna get through this because Jesus has provided a way.